Bowie Funhouse. Hello everybody, welcome back to Bowie Funhouse. Today we are going to unbox and introduce the Dino Creator from Moose Toys. Hey guys, without further ado, let's unbox it! Hey guys, I'm back from unboxing. Same as the last Series 2 video, it comes with the main chamber, the 5 ingredients, and 2 manuals, one for playing and one for doing your experiment, and 1 experiment jar, which is also called beaker. Don't forget, you need 6 AA's to activate this chamber. According to the manual, you have to cut off 3 ties, and it's over here. 1, 2, and 3, which I already did. Now let's pull them out. This one kind of stuck in. There we have 1, 2, 3. Now let's move away the cover. Take this, tear this, take this all out, take this out. Now let's move on to the next step. For the next step, we're going to need to cinch it on, press our fingerprint, and put in water, then turn up the heat now. And don't forget, this is the maximum. Now, let's do it. So, cinch it on. Then we have to scan our fingerprint. Now, it should be good enough. Now we have to unscrew our cover. And adding the first ingredient that we have to put the water in. Now we have to turn up the heat now. Here it goes. Now, let's move on to the next step. Next, we're going to put in the first ingredient. Then, we're going to turn up the heat. So, the first ingredient, this is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like on the other side. Now, let's get peeling. Here's our tooth. This is what it looks like. Now let's put it in. Here it goes. We have to scan our fingerprint now. Okay. Now we have to turn up the heat. Goes. Woo! Now let's move on to the next step. Now we have to put in the attack syrup. But before that, we have to always scan our fingerprint first, then turn up the heat down. So, like here. Okay, now we have to add in the attack syrup. So let's cut it and tear it. Now let's put it in. Whoa, gooey. Whoa. There it goes. There goes the goo. Now we have to turn up the heat. We're going to yell now. Ooh. Ooh. Now let's move on to the next one. For the third ingredient, we're going to need to scan our fingerprint always. Then we're going to need to put in the skin scraping, then turn up the heat. So let's tear this off. But before that, let's actually scan our fingerprint first. Okay. Now we have to tear this. Little tiny hard. Just now tear it out. Here's our skin scraping. Take a look at that. And let's put it in. Bloop. Now let's turn up the heat. Go to orange. Whoa. Whoa. Now let's move on to the next step. Now the fourth step, we have to scan our fingerprint again, put in the soul rocks, and turn up the heat. So scan our fingerprint. It's bubbling. Whoa, it's blinking. Now to add in the soul rocks. Put the soul rocks in, look at that. There we go. Ooh, it's just fizzing up. And now let's turn up the heat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now let's move on to the next step, he roared. For the last step, we're going to put in our fingerprint, then put in the Pandemonium crystal, and move on to the final step. So let's scan our fingerprint and wait for it to blink. Whoa. Okay. Our last ingredient. looking at the Pandemonium crystal. Are you ready? Let's drop it. Whoa, it's fizzing. Do the last step. Whoa. Quickly, screw up the left. Oh, are you ready, guys? To drain out our beast? 3, 2, 1, go! Guys, we will view our beast. Now let's take it out. Okay, the next step we have to cut out all these zip ties. Let's take our beast out. So first we have to unlock this. Here goes our beast. Now we have to take scissors and cut away this tie that's right over here. And we cutted it. There's our weapon. We reviewed our weapon and look at his sharp claws. Let's put it on him and boom, we have our T-Rex. This is actually one of my favorites. Now, again, how do you go in berserk mode? You press this. Then, if it shows this, you press it multiple times. Then you have your berserk mode. And you can like go crazy with him. And the power strike attack. And that's him. He's actually the coolest. I love him so much. Look at those spikes on him and on his back, and like are these like claws, like totally powered up. How do you calm him down? Just press it, then he will be calmed down. Now, our next field is going to be the reptiles, and your body and your gun glows in the dark, and it can shoot out bullets. So watch out for that video. So the most important thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Bye!